My Honda Civic 2000 has a surging idle, and I was curious to see what it was caused by, and a lot of research seems to point to the idle control valve. So I bought a used one that didn't fix it, and I was still convinced that it could be the idle control valve, so I bought a new one on Rock Auto, and I compared the two to see if there's a difference. So here we have the new one, and if we open the valve here, you see that it closes back by itself. The way it works that it explained is that the antifreeze goes here, heats up the system here, and this thing will let more and more air pass, so it will open by itself. So my guess is that this is only a sensor to see the position of this. Maybe the computer can control it also, I'm not sure. But the point is that it recloses by itself. If we look at the used one here, if I open it, it gets stuck open, which means that when the air goes through it, it's full air, whatever, the temperature of the antifreeze that goes by. So hence, I think the surging, because the air goes by, too much air goes in, the idle rev up, the computer sees it and probably cuts the fuel. Because I saw that with the OBD2 that each time it was surging, the fuel trim value was getting higher. So I guess the computer was compensating to try to get the idle down, give it back and then letting the idle control valve probably taking over. Too much air, revving up, computer doing the fuel trim to cut it down, and there you go with the surge. So this is, and I did not see any video explaining how the idle control valve works and why it could be the idle control valve, and just received today the new one, and I was really excited to see that automatic comeback there that would explain it. And if anyone was curious, what is this thing here? So I dismantled this one to see. And we can see here that there's a pin that goes with this. And this here has two springs. So once inserted here, you can control the maximum or the minimum value. I'm not sure which one of the two. And then you can turn it to control. So that's why it has some free play. So I guess that in the plant, they calibrate it so that it stays open just enough, and to make sure that it doesn't go beyond that. And that's the point of this thing here. And what's inside here, it's only a plastic thing with two prongs. So there you go, idle control valve. So that could explain why a Honda Civic 2000 or any Honda that works with that idle control valve could be surging.